welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You know you like that.
Welcome back to another episode of Math Talk with Mr. Faison, and I'm Mr. Faison, or Mr. Faison. As long as you know, today we're going to be turning percents into decimals and decimals into percents. So we starting off with turning percents into decimals. And before I really get into that, I want y'all to check this out. It says move decimal 2 places to the left. Alright, so this is our rules. This is what we follow. This is what we're going to go by. And as long as we follow this, we cannot get these problems wrong. So once again, when turning a percent to a decimal, we move the decimal 2 places to the left. To the left, to the left. Like Beyonce, you feel me? To the left, to the left. Everything that decimal owned in a box to the left. You feel me? 2 times. All right, so check. We start off and we look at problem number 1, 33%. We don't see a decimal in here. That's okay, that's cool. If you don't see a decimal, you have to remember the decimal will always be in the very back of the number. So the decimal will be right here. Now we just have to move it 2 places to the left. 1, 2. Now this is going to be 0.33. Let's move on to problem number 2. We see 1,592%. Remind you, we don't see a decimal, but we know from the last problem that our decimal is going to be back here behind this 2. So I just move it 2 places to the left. 1, 2. So now we're looking at 15.92. And that'll be our answer. Problem number 3. We have 8%. Once again, there's no decimal in there, so we know the decimal is going to be behind the 8. I move it 2 places to the left. 1, 2. Now there's nothing right there. So since there's nothing right there, we just have to fill it in with a 0. So we have 0.08. And that'll be our answer. Now, that's us turning percents into decimals. What does it look like when we got to turn decimals into percents? Let's see. All right, cool. Now, before we jump in how to turn decimals into percents, we got to read the rules. It tells us move decimal 2 places to the right. So to turn a decimal into a percent, we just have to move it 2 places to the right. Now we looking. We see that there's a decimal in our problem. We just got to move it 2 places to the right. 1, 2. This will now be 65%. It's that easy, I promise you. It's literally that easy. So, jump into problem number 2. We have 3.258. We just got to move it 2 places to the right. 1, 2. We know not to move it any more than 2 spaces. Sometimes people see extra numbers and want to move it extra spaces. No, we just move it 2 places. And our answer will be 325.8%. All right? That'll be our answer. Now, I know you're probably like, yo, it's a percent and a dot. Yes, you'll see that. You can see that. Let's hop on over to problem number 3. We have 7.2. Now we need to turn this into a percent. So we move it 2 places to the right. 1, 2. Now remind you, it's a blank space. All we do is we fill it in with a 0. So now we have 720%. Okay? Hey, listen, it's that simple. We just got finished turning percents into decimals and decimals into percents. That's just another episode of Math Talk with Mr. Faison. I'm going to see y'all next time.
God's plan.